Hello, this is Jenny, and I am the rector here at St. Anne's Episcopal Church in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And this is this week's um, COVID-19 update. As you know, on Tuesday mornings, the clergy and lay leadership across the diocese gather on a Zoom call, and we discuss all things COVID and other events and items of importance in our diocese. And today was really a call focusing on pastoral care of the clergy and the lay leadership. It's one of the wonderful things that the diocese has done for those who are figuring out how to do and be church in the midst of this pandemic. They have taking really good care of our hearts and our minds and our souls. And today was a perfect example of the tenderness that our bishops and our diocesan staff have for clergy and lay leaders in the midst of this pandemic. So I don't have any new updates to offer you as a result of this morning's conversation, other than to say that, grief is real. And the grief that you are feeling about what this pandemic has done to you and your family, to the way that you feel safe in the world, the way that you feel secure. I mean, that grief is real. And to process that grief, there are many ways out there to do that. And for St. Anne's in particular, we'll be offering a 3-week opportunity called Sighs Too Deep for Words, and that will happen on Sunday nights beginning this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Zoom, where we will talk about our collective grief and not to banish it, not to remove it, but to invite God into it. So if you're interested in participating in that conversation, the information for how to join will be located in our weekly announcements. And if you can only make one, that's fine. But if you want to come into all three, that'd be great too. So that's information for you to ponder. And if not, through our sessions on Sunday nights beginning this Sunday, I encourage everybody to seek out the help you need to process the grief that this ongoing pandemic has caused you and your household. I will remind folks that last week we learned that we could have coffee hour again after church services, which is wonderful, and something we'd love to offer here at St. Anne's. But where we're running into some trouble is finding people who are willing to host coffee hour after the 8 o'clock service and the 11 o'clock service. All this really entails is for you to show up a little early and get the coffee going and put out the cups and the saucers and the sugar and the creamer. And I'll be happy to walk you through that. Carolyn Miracle will also is available to help walk you through that. So we'd love to offer coffee again, but we need some folks here who are willing to take on that hospitality item. And I'm sure there's I also wanted to tell you that in the next week or so, you will see that we are removing the LCD projectors and the movie screens in the worship space. And we will be replacing those with large flat screen TVs. And we're hoping that they will be at least more attractive than the current setup is in our worship space. And in the weeks to come as well, we'll be removing the cameras from off the floor and installing some cameras that are robotic so that we can control the pan, the tilt, and the zoom from one keyboard in the AV area of our church. So removing some trip fall hazards from the floor and using newer technology to enhance our worship experience at St. Anne's. So that's all the information I have for you today. I encourage you to please get your booster shot. If you haven't gotten the vaccine yet, please schedule that appointment and do so. With all the new variants that are making news these days, it's best that we do everything in our power to protect ourselves and protect those that we love, and to also protect our neighbors. All right, friends, God bless you, and I will see you soon.